Adrenal fatigue, who enjoys it? Dragging yourself out of bed every single day, missing out on life, wishing that you felt better, more present for your loved ones, for your career, for your family. Well, in today's video, we're going to be diving into how to test for adrenal fatigue. So take pen and paper to take lots of notes. And we will also dive into some of the root causes of adrenal fatigue and how to address them. Let's get started. Hey, Julia Talbot here, and together with my husband Paul Talbot, we are certified holistic nutritionists with over 10 years of experience helping you create healthy hormones, healthy gut, healthy energy levels, and the body of your dreams naturally. If you're new here, hit subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. Now, adrenal fatigue, if you're experiencing it, I know exactly how it feels because years ago, I was in the same boat. I was struggling to get out of bed. I was dreaming of living a more active, more passionate, more joyful life. But instead, I was just facing every single day with dread, struggling to get up, struggling to function, struggling to really see through this, see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yet here I am in a totally different place, and you can be in a different place too. You can wake up with energy, you can have joy and passion, and you can live your life to the full, and you can achieve your career goals and be there for people you love, and you need energy for that. So, adrenal fatigue. Now, adrenal fatigue can be a symptom of a much bigger problem in your body, right? And adrenal fatigue can be linked to pretty much every single health issue and deficiency that you can come across. And if you look for symptoms of Hashimoto's and symptoms of hypothyroidism and symptoms of PCOS and symptoms of gut imbalances and candida and symptoms of a lot of other chronic and other health issues, you'll read fatigue. Yeah, fatigue is going to be one of the symptoms. So the question is your fatigue actually related to your weak adrenal glands, or is it a symptom of a much larger problem happening in your body? So let's talk about both of those issues. Now, first, adrenal fatigue related to your adrenal glands. How do you test for it? Now, before we dive into the different tests and root causes, do you experience adrenal fatigue, and how long have you been struggling with it for? And have you found a plan that works for you? Let us know in the comment section below. Now, when it comes to testing, you have two options. Yes, you can test yourself and you can test your adrenals and a lot of other things in your body, or you can change your diet and lifestyle plan and pretty much see your adrenal fatigue reducing just as a result of that. So we'll talk about both. Now, how do you test for it? There are two tests that you can do to test for your adrenal glands. Of course, there are more, but let's just start from the two basic ones. The first one is going to be 9 a.m. cortisol. So literally, you need to test your blood cortisol levels between 8 and 9 a.m. in that specific time frame. If you go and test it at 10 or 11, it's going to be too late and inaccurate. So literally, it's going to be between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. in the morning. So you go and you test your blood cortisol levels. Now, that test alone is not that accurate. So we can't rely on that test alone. So next, what you are going to do is you are going to do a 24-hour adrenal saliva test. So that's going to measure your cortisol levels throughout the day. And more specifically, you will collect 4 samples by placing a sample into your mouth, chewing it, and then you place it into a tube. You write the time you've tested it, and then you take the next test, and then you repeat it 4 times. And that test will tell you what is your cortisol levels throughout the day. For example, if your cortisol levels are too low or too high in the morning, and you are struggling to get out of bed, and you're like, morning is the worst time for you, you will know why it's happening. Yes, so you'll understand, okay, it's because my cortisol levels are not where they need to be at that specific time frame. And then you can start to optimize your cortisol levels. If your cortisol levels come back too low, you've got work to do. If your cortisol levels come back too high, you've got work to do. And what's interesting is that both high and low cortisol levels will lead to fatigue. And obviously, if it's high, then you will also have anxiety and you will also feel maybe hyper at some time, certain points of the day. If it's too low, you'll just feel exhausted, you'll feel depressed, and you'll feel like you're struggling to function. Now, that's as far as your adrenal glands are concerned. And the question is it actually your adrenal glands? Or are you feeling fatigued because there is a bigger problem in your body? And what is dragging your adrenal glands down? That is a great question. And one of the things that could be dragging your adrenal glands down is to do with your thyroid. So if you have not tested your thyroid and you're feeling tired and sluggish and low libido and hair falling out and you're just forgetting memory of a 98-year-old and you are gaining weight just by breathing, then you also need to test your thyroid and see where your thyroid is at. So full thyroid panel with TSH, T3, T4, and 2 antibodies, thyroid antibodies, anti-TG and anti-TPO. Now, next, we need to understand where are you at nutritionally. For example, one of the clients who came to work with us recently, she is a professional business lady, and she said that she just does not have any energy to run her business and to face every single day. So what did we discover? That she's got a number of deficiencies in her body. And if you are low in ferritin and iron, so your ferritin storage is low, your iron is low in your body. If you're low in vitamin D and vitamin B12 and folate, for example, guess what you're going to experience? You'll feel tired. And it will seem like, oh gosh, my adrenal glands are not working properly, but you've actually got deficiencies in your body. And yes, those deficiencies can affect the health of your adrenal glands, not only adrenal glands, but also your hormones, your gut health, and your body overall. So we need to understand what else is causing that adrenal fatigue. And is it actually adrenal fatigue, or do you have cortisol levels that are way too high? And although you feel a lot of fatigue, your cortisol levels are actually too high and you need to balance them. Okay, so we've talked about testing your adrenals, testing your thyroid, testing certain nutrients, and also how about your full blood count and how about testing your liver and kidneys and looking at other issues that might be causing that, so cholesterol levels, so checking that and understanding where you're at in your body right now and what needs to be corrected. And then also understanding where are you at with regards to your hormones. How about your estrogen and progesterone? Or do you have any symptoms? Yeah, so do you have any symptoms of hormonal imbalances? Is your menstrual cycle on track? Are you experiencing, or perhaps you're going through perimenopause and you're experiencing a lot of hot flashes? So where are your hormones at and how can we improve that as well? So do you see that there are layers that we need to uncover in order to understand what is the root cause of your adrenal fatigue? Now, the good news is that you can move forward and you can start experiencing a lot more energy, actually all the energy you desire to wake up with great mood and feel good and have your libido up and feel glowing and confident in your body and have the energy to function throughout the day. And then you get to the evening and you still have energy to be present for those you love. You can get there, but you need the right plan to get there. So the question is, what is that right plan? Well, over the last 10 years of us coaching hundreds of people into health, I can tell you what approach we use when it comes to us working with our clients and helping them. And when it comes to them experiencing relief from their debilitating fatigue that they've probably been experiencing, some of them for months or years or decades, in just days, sometimes literally in just days or just a few short weeks. Well, the first step is still going to be changing your nutrition plan and working out what is the best ratio and what is the best plan that can help your body. So it's going to be eating plenty of carbohydrates. You need more carbohydrates in order for your adrenal glands to restore themselves. You need more carbohydrates in order for your thyroid to be converting the thyroid hormones properly, T4 into T3, which then powers every cell in your body. Can you imagine the importance of your thyroid hormones? Yes, T4 and T3 thyroid hormone levels literally power every cell in your body. Yes, so you need to make sure that you are balancing inflammation and that you are not eating too much omega-6 and too little omega-3, and you are eating too much fat, which can place further burden on your digestive system and hence also affect the level of energy that you are experiencing. So we need to understand what is the best plan for you. Overall, it is going to be a high carb and healthy protein, healthy fat lifestyle plan. Yeah, so you're going to be eating about 80% from carbs or so, 70-80% from carbs, and then you're going to be eating healthy protein, healthy fats, all from plant sources, because your body needs to cleanse and rebuild itself. We need to rebuild your adrenal glands. We don't want to be burdening your body with more toxicity, more inflammation, more junk for it to process. So we're moving you to a beautiful, nourishing, tasty, delicious, sweet lifestyle plan, and also making sure that you are consuming enough carbohydrates. Now, let's talk about lifestyle changes. If you are like me and you're a high achiever and you're driven and you like to, you like to go after things, you like to achieve your goals, you like to have a successful career, you want to have a successful relationship, you want to be fit and good looking and feel good in your body, life will teach you not to overdo it, especially if you've got issues with your hormones and adrenals. Yeah, so life will soon tell, your body will soon tell you what's too much or too little. Your body will soon guide you towards, a plan that works best for you. So just to give you an example, one of the clients that we're currently working with has been going to bed quite late. And what do you know what happens when you start to go to bed quite late and you work and you eat perhaps late at night? Well, your blood sugar can start going out of balance. Is that gonna help you feel more energetic? No. So of course, we will also need to make lifestyle changes. So 8 hours of sleep. If you can go to bed by 10 o'clock, amazing. Do it. Absolutely do it. And you can get up a little bit early and do the things that you want to do. But know that those hours after 10 o'clock are the best hours for you to be asleep. So go to bed earlier by 10 p.m. and also make sure that you are getting your 8 hours of sleep. And if you are restoring from adrenal fatigue, if you're really in a place where you're struggling, you will need more. You'll probably need more than 8 hours until you get to a place again where you are, where you have rebuilt your body and you are able to enjoy life to the full. So I've walked you through the testing, understanding root causes, and explained the plan that can help you move forward. And if you want us to help you put that plan into place, we've created a special free short video that will walk you through our system, explain how it can help you, and then how you can reach out to us if you need help. So the link is here on the screen. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, and I am going to link this video to my story of overcoming adrenal fatigue and going from almost bedridden to running a whole marathon and a triathlon and really rebuilding my life and my body in a whole new way. See you there.